It is your home of the phone scams. This is the Mojo in the Morning Show. Jeanette went back to work after having twins. Her husband hired a housekeeper, and she's been really nervous about having this woman being in her home when no one is home. Well, Spike is going to call her this morning and make her even more nervous with a phone scam.
It's your home of phone scams. Mojo in the Morning.
Hello?
Morning, ma'am. I'm calling you today in reference to an employee of yours named Yana.
Yes?
Can you tell me about her? Does she work for you?
Who is this?
Oh, this is Detective Peter Gazinia from Backwards Falls, Kentucky Police Department, 95th Precinct.
Is there a problem?
Well, yes, there is, and I hate to be a tick on a hound's ass, but I'm afraid I got a truckload of bad news for you, Ms. Does she work for you, ma'am?
Yes, she does. I've had her work for me for like the last 2 months.
Okay, well, I'm afraid that your housekeeper, Yana, really did the best cleaning job of her life this morning.
Well, she's supposed to be at my house this morning. What? Can you just tell me exactly what you're calling about? I don't really have time to do this.
Yes,
can
sweetie.
you cut to the chase here?
I'm afraid I don't have some good news for you. This morning we pulled over a rental truck on a routine traffic violation. It was one of them yellow rider trucks. And when they pulled over, Hank and Cooter couldn't help but notice that the two Russian women in the cab of the truck was acting all suspicious-like. They were nervous as a rabbit in a pack of hungry timber wolves, if you know what I'm talking about. So one of them deputies, not sure if it was Hank or Cooter, but he asked them to get out of the truck and open up the back. Kazam! Don't you know the truck was just stuffed floor to ceiling with all kinds of things, and these two Russian women ain't got no business hauling through the respectable state of Kentucky when it ain't back to school time, you know what I'm saying?
Who is this again?
This is Detective Peter Gazinia from the Backwards Falls, Kentucky Police Department.
Backwards Falls?
Yes, ma'am. And I'm afraid that your employee and another woman were stealing your stuff.
She was all the way in Kentucky?
Yes, ma'am. They had a rental truck, and your housekeeper stole everything that wasn't bolted down in your house.
Oh, my God. But we checked her references. She had fabulous...
It could happen to the best of them.
So is my stuff okay? Do you have my stuff?
We got everything. You wouldn't believe she got the hooch. She got a computer, stereo equipment, 2 baby cribs.
The baby cribs?
Silverware, crystal stemware, and one of them fancy candle holders with the flowers painted on the side.
Oh, my... But you have her. You have her. She's in custody.
She's in custody, ma'am. And we have your belongings. We got dresses, jewelry, lamps.
How did you find out it was me?
The lady even took a pair of hedge clippers from your garage. Can you... $12 hedge clippers.
She's been working for my friend Sylvia for 12 years. I don't understand this. How do I get my stuff back?
We're just going to need you to come down here today and identify the woman and fill out some paperwork.
To Kentucky?
Yes, ma'am.
I can't come to Kentucky today. Well, so how am I supposed to bring a truck to get my stuff back? Or are you guys going to drive it back up for me? Or
well, you'll need to file a claim in order to get your belongings back. Once you fill out the necessary paperwork tonight.
Okay.
Let's take a look at the calendar here. Let's see, not counting weekends. You should be able to have your stuff back in 2 months' time.
2 months? What are you talking about? You just said it was my stuff. Why do I have to wait for 2 months?
Well,
she took everything,
but
including the furniture and the baby cribs. I can't wait 2 months to get it back.
But it's evidence, ma'am. The whole mess has to go through the courts.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
Well, you'll get it all back now. Don't be worried.
2 months, you said.
I'm reading you loud and clear.
Give me your name again.
Ma'am, there's no reason. I mean, the state of Kentucky didn't hire a crooked Russian housekeeper, but now we're left to sweep up after the party. And I'm sorry we can't let you have the stuff because it's evidence. It's called due process.
But okay, well, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you.
I'll tell you what. I'll let you take the ham because that's perishable.
The ham. She took the stuff in the refrigerator?
Yes, ma'am. She had a styrofoam cooler.
Oh, my God.
Maybe there is a way we can get your stuff back faster than 2 months.
Well, tell me, because I can't go 2 months without...
There's one thing you can help us with. She had a note on her, and we don't quite understand what it means. And maybe you can help us break the code on this scribble, because we can't make heads or tails of it.
She had a note?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Let me get my reading glasses on here. Let me see. All right, let's see. She must have wrote this while she was driving. It's real messy. It says, Dear Miss Jeanette, You have a wonderful house. You have wonderful husband. Please don't get mad at him when you find out this is actually Spike from the Mojo in the Morning Show and you've just been the victim of one of his world-famous phone scams.
We will scam you. You've been phone scammed. Is Mojo in the Morning's world-famous phone